What would the most loyal husband do if he finds out that his wife cheated with her coworker?
I'll kill you.
Hello, and welcome back to the story. Today we will be making a recap of a 2011 movie titled Crazy Stupid Love. Warning, there will be some spoilers ahead, so watch at your own risk and enjoy. The story begins with couples enjoying dinner, engaging in some flirtatious leg action under the table. However, Emily and Cal stand out as they appear to be an older couple who have moved past the honeymoon phase. Yet, things take a sharp turn when Cal suggests they order quickly, prompting Emily to shock everyone by demanding a divorce. Meanwhile, their babysitter, Jessica, accidentally breaks a family photo while playing with their daughter. As she picks up the broken frame, it becomes apparent that she harbors hidden feelings for Cal. As the babysitter goes upstairs, she accidentally witnesses the older son Robbie playing solo. Back to the couple, Cal, whose world has been turned upside down, remains silent on the drive home, while Emily talks nonstop, trying to provoke a reaction from him. The frustrated Emily finally blurts out that she might have slept with someone else. Cal's expression stays the same as he asks her to stop, prompting her to confess that she indeed had an affair with her coworker named David. Cal, who's already at his breaking point, opens the car door and falls out onto the road because Emily won't stop talking. Fed up, he tells her he'll leave that night and agree to whatever she wants, as long as she stays quiet for the rest of the journey home. Meanwhile, Robbie apologizes to Jessica for witnessing him in a compromising situation. She brushes it off, but Robbie confesses that he thinks about her while doing it. Jessica is disgusted and says that he's crossed a line. Robbie continues, confessing his love for her and claiming that she is his soulmate. The couple return home and Jessica is surprised by Cal's disheveled appearance. He mentions the divorce and it shocked his son, whom Cal didn't notice was listening. Cal drives Jessica home and the babysitter can't help but feel sad for her crush. She tells him that he is the nicest person she knows and that Emily would be crazy if she divorces him. She is about to tell Cal about her feelings, but the sad gentleman interrupts her, unaware of what she is about to say. Meanwhile, an aspiring lawyer named Hannah is hanging out with her friend Liz at the club. They argue about Hannah's seemingly tame life, with Liz suggesting she should live more adventurously. Despite Hannah's reluctance, adventure finds her when she meets Jacob, a charming young man who has been eyeing her for the past half hour. The playboy tells his smooth pickup lines, which immediately charmed Liz, but not Hannah. He offers to buy her a drink and got rejected by the young lady twice. At his office, Cal gets asked by his boss if the rumor is true that he got cancer, which is why he was seen crying in the bathroom. Cal says he was crying because his wife divorced him. The boss is relieved that it is not cancer, and as he tells everyone that Cal just cried because of divorce, they applaud him.
All right, buddy. Thanks. Feels good.
The devastated husband wastes no time moving furniture into his new home, showing a swift rebound from his divorce. Emily visits him to explain that her infidelity stemmed from a midlife crisis, but Cal remains uninterested in her excuses, focusing instead on reminding her about the chores in the house without him. He refuses to acknowledge the real reasons behind their divorce, blaming it all on her screwing her coworker. To cope with his miserable life, Cal decides to meet up with his friend Bernie at a bar. However, Bernie delivers a blow by ending their friendship, citing that he needs to follow his wife's order and side with Emily this time. Despite this, Bernie tries to make amends by giving Cal some cologne before leaving. Cal, feeling abandoned, vents his frustrations to strangers, unaware that Jacob has been observing his pitiful state for the past 2 days. Jacob, who is now annoyed by Cal's behavior, confronts him and offers to mentor him to regain his confidence.
I'm gonna help you rediscover your manhood.
Desperate for guidance, Cal agrees, and they plan to meet at the mall the next day. While Hannah enjoys lunch with her boyfriend Richard and their colleagues, Richard grabs everyone's attention and hints at a big announcement coming up. Hannah excitedly imagines wedding bells and engagement rings, hoping Richard is finally ready to propose. Meanwhile, Jacob takes Cal on a shopping spree for a brand new wardrobe. With the basics sorted, the playboy Jacob takes on the role of a mentor for Cal, teaching him the ropes of interacting with women.
Let's talk about how many women you've been with.
1.
It becomes evident that Cal is a late bloomer in matters of romance. After showing him how he smoothly gets women every night,
Let's get out of here.
Okay.
Let's get out of here.
Jacob believes Cal is ready to venture out on his own. With a sly wink and nod, Jacob spots a woman in her 40s whom he deems perfect for Cal. Cal musters up the courage and follows Jacob's advice, employing tactics like exaggerating and diverting attention to make an impression on the woman. However, she sees through his act and isn't impressed. Cal shifts gears and decides to be brutally honest.
I have children, plural. and my wife was cheating on me with David Lindhagen.
which surprisingly works in his favor, earning him his first victory, albeit a small one. This initial success sparks a series of wins for Cal as he scores 8 more other women. Meanwhile, Robbie didn't stop courting Jessica as he sends her text messages that made her uncomfortable. He even makes the most embarrassing move as he announces in front of the school his love for her.
Jessica Riley, you are my soulmate.
Annoyed, the babysitter tells him to stop because she will never love him as she is in love with someone else. Robbie goes back to his class heartbroken. Jessica, who really likes Robbie's father, seeks advice from a schoolmate who is known for sleeping with older men. The schoolmate advises her to send risque photos to the guy that she likes. While playing with his dad, Robbie tells Cal about his soulmate, and the father advises him not to give up on her. Robbie asks why he gave up on his mom, to which Cal says he didn't, claiming that he's just a different guy now. The son then asks him to win his mom back because he knows that he still loves her. At Robbie's parent-teacher night, Cal and Emily reunite outside the teacher's office. Their conversation later steers towards their dating status, with both politely denying that they are going out with anyone. They get to reconcile for a moment as they tell each other they miss them. However, when they meet Robbie's teacher, Cal is stunned to discover that she is none other than the first woman he slept with after splitting from Emily. Cal tries to play it cool, hoping the teacher will do the same to avoid any awkwardness. Unfortunately, she makes subtle hints that she and Cal have history, prompting Emily to catch on to the situation. Then, unexpectedly, the teacher drops a bombshell revealing that she and Cal had been involved romantically. This revelation prompts Emily to storm out of the school in anger. Cal rushes after her, hoping to salvage their relationship. In a moment of desperation, he accidentally spills the beans that he's had slept with 9 other women, but insists that Emily is the one he truly cares for. Emily is about to buy it, but then the teacher loudly says that Cal called her a perfect combination of sexy and cute, something that he usually tells his wife. And so his chance to reconcile with Emily is finally ruined. Back to the seemingly fabulous life of Hannah. The day she had eagerly awaited arrives as Richard gathers everyone's attention, sparking Hannah's excitement for his proposal. However, things take an unexpected turn when Hannah's boyfriend instead proposes for her to become a permanent lawyer at their firm. Disappointed, Hannah expresses her frustration to Richard, who explains that he doesn't believe they're ready for such a commitment yet. Feeling deflated, Hannah seeks solace in alcohol, making some questionable decisions in the process. Hannah enters the bar and spots Jacob. She kisses him passionately and later suggests that they go to his place. They head to Jacob's house, but as the effects of the alcohol wear off, Hannah starts feeling nervous. To distract herself and avoid backing out, she asks Jacob about his technique that would make other women sleep with him. Jacob is hesitant to share at first, but eventually reveals that it's a move he learned from a movie. Hannah tries it, but their plan to become intimate failed. However, they realize that they are emotionally connected as they just talk and laugh the whole night. The depressed Cal has been trying to call his mentor, but Jacob isn't answering as he is busy dating Hannah. Meanwhile, Emily is also enjoying a date with her coworker David. However, as they reach home, Jessica witnesses them kissing goodbye, and the babysitter storms out of the house, expressing her disapproval. Jessica is later back at home preparing to take some risque photos of herself and send it to Cal. Later that night, Cal sneaks into Emily's yard again, and coincidentally, she calls him. She claims to be in the basement asking help with the water heater, but Cal knows she's lying because he can see her upstairs. The next day, Jacob calls Cal, and this time, it is him who asks for Cal's advice on meeting Hannah's mom. Meanwhile, at Jessica's house, the babysitter's mom discovers the hidden mail in her daughter's drawer. It is the revealing photo of Jessica with Cal's name written on the envelope. Jessica's mom then shows the photos to her husband, who turns out to be Bernie. He becomes furious and storms out to confront Cal. Cal, who is unaware of this upcoming disaster, has a surprise plan for Emily. Emily then calls for their oldest daughter, and in an ironic turn of events, their daughter turns out to be Hannah, the newest girl of Cal's Playboy mentor. After finding out who his daughter is dating, Cal gets furious.
Then I will mess you up!
To make matters worse, Jessica's dad arrives and attacks him. Jacob steps in to try and save him, and as Jessica's dad is about to hurt Cal, the babysitter intervenes and loudly confesses her love for Cal. At the same time, Robbie confesses his love for Jessica, and suddenly, David enters the scene with Emily's cardigan, causing confusion until it is revealed that he is Emily's lover, David. To avenge his friend, Jacob punches David in the face, and so the brawl continues.
Stay the hell away from my daughter! Stay away from my daughter!
The police later arrive to break the chaos up. Cal feels like nobody wants to see him after the chaos and goes ghost on everyone. At the bar, Jacob talks to him and explains that what he has for Cal's daughter is true. The playboy says that all this time he was trying to make Cal become like him, but it turns out that it was him who wanted to become like Cal. Fast forward to Cal attending Robbie's graduation. It's clear he hasn't made up with everyone since he chooses to sit far from his family. On his graduation speech, Robbie talks about love, claiming that it is a scam and that true love does not exist.
Stop!
Cal interrupts and gives his own speech in front of everyone. He announces that his son actually believes in soulmates, and he himself found it when he was just 15 years old. While looking at Emily, Cal promises that he will never stop trying to win back the love of his life. Both father and son conclude their speeches by expressing their love once more for their soulmates.
I still love you, Jessica.
After the speeches, Robbie tells Jessica that he will not give up on her, and the babysitter promises to wait for him until he grows up. She gives him her risque photos as graduation gift, and then kisses the confused boy on the cheek. Cal gets reunited with his family, and he finally accepts Jacob as his daughter's boyfriend.
Take care of her.
He later gets to reconcile with his estranged wife, with both laughing off the struggles they've been through that year. Did you like our movie recap? Please don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel. To be updated for new movie recaps, hit the notification bell.